Welcome everyone to today's StreamYard. What buyers look for when touring homes in San Diego. Welcome everyone. I am Santiago Guerin and I am here with Leia today. So we're going to be talking about this pretty good topic on what are buyers looking for here in San Diego. So let's get right to it. So first thing that buyers are looking for here in San Diego is location. As you see here, I got a map of San Diego, and location is probably the most important one, right? What the neighborhood looks like, what are schools, how close it is to work, you know, shopping centers, whatever the case may be. Location is very important. The safety of the community, um, how the future of that community is looking for. That's probably a very important point on what buyers are looking for. Um, a second point that buyers are looking for is how the home is laid out. So, how's the kitchen laid out? How does it lead into the living room? How the bedrooms look? Is there two-car garage, one-car garage? You name it. Three bedrooms, two baths, whatever size may fit the family better. Um, that's what they're also going to be looking for. Usually, when you're doing these searches online, you already set those specifics. So location, and then the specs of the home itself. So it can be, how much the layout of the places. So how many beds, how many baths, so on and so forth. So third thing, condition of the home. Is it an old home? Is it a fixer? Are you gonna have to put a lot of effort into it? That's definitely something that buyers are looking for. How the condition of the property is. Same thing with the layout of the home. Also, like the outdoor backyard. How's that all looking into? That's very important. One of the most important things. This is I kind of saved this one for last. Price, price of the property. That's probably the most important thing that they're looking for. Uh, you know, Next to location is how much is the home worth. How it compares with other listings in the area. Is it worth the money for that buyer? So price is very important. So having your home marketed at the right value is very, very important. Uh, Also, HOA dues. If it's a condo, HOA dues can play a big role on how the payment is looking like. So I wanted to I brought you in today, Led, to give us a little bit more insight on the marketing end side of things. So as a seller, what are the most important things that us as the listing team help out with to make these buyers look at it? Because the first thing that people are looking for is they're going on Zillow, they're going on Redfin, they're going on all these websites to look at a home. What's the most important thing that we're putting out there for them?
Yes, and when it comes to the listing side of the property, high quality photos are the non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yes, maybe sometimes first impressions happen in online,
Mm-hmm.
because not in the front of the property, because sometimes they check the property first.
Yeah.
In the MLS when we list the property on Zillow in Redfin, and buyers are they are quickly when it comes to scrolling and check the photos, the videos. They're looking for what the property look like, if it's a bright, clean, professional images,
Mm-hmm.
the angle of every details of the properties, especially the kitchen,
Yeah.
the backyard,
Yeah.
and the living areas, and also um, what Roxanne's do, and you
Mm-hmm.
also, the video tours, it gains more engagement when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to social media. You always do the walkthrough or home virtual thing, and then you explain, and then you showcase the property in this video, in this reels. So
Yeah.
there are some special connect when we post it online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean it's very interesting now, now in this day and age, scrolling through through Instagram, through Zillow to look at homes. That's probably the go-to location for buyers. So the importance of these marketing and the layout, the of adding a floor plan into
Yes.
the listing is something that could be, they can already have an idea of how their home could be laid out. Also, the order of how pictures are put in a listing. That's also something that you want to catch their eye with the very first picture. So, you know, pretty
Yes,
important stuff.
special on our end when we list the property. For example, we virtual stage the property, and then the second one is the original photo. So there is a comparison between the virtual and the original. And then we also add, as you said, the floor plan. And sometimes we do this 3D
Yeah.
3D tour plan that we added also on the listing.
Yeah, I mean, the buyers they want to see how their home is gonna, if they were to be moving in there, how it would look. So the importance of being able to add those things is, it's key to making it a successful listing. So um, going back to from the marketing end to the price side of things, pricing is also very important.
Yes.
You don't if Roxanne really mentions all the time. It goes. It's easy to overprice a home, but it's impossible to underprice a home because the market is always going to demand either if it's a certain number going up. It's all up to the market. So being right on price is going to bring you a lot more traction. It's going to bring more buyers in to take a look at the place, which will eventually get you the money for what you're looking for as a seller. But other thing buyers are looking for, let me think. Disclosures on the home from before. So was there any repairs done on the property? Was there any any issues with the property? Uh, you know, if you can take a look at the title, make sure that there's nothing on there that could be a bad thing to the property. Uh, yeah, past if there's a solar, those reports when that was installed, all those types of repairs are things that buyers are looking for. Which those are, I would say, are an addition when you're touring a home. But yeah, when you're touring the home, you're looking is how the walls are painted, more on the superficial side of things when you're doing that. Going into that open house or when you're touring. So very important. But like I said, the marketing side of it is even before the tour comes to play. So you want to catch their eye with that. So do you have any extra stuff you might want to add to this, Leah?
I think I just want to add a step when it comes to social media exposure and adding compelling listing descriptions that we always do when we have this listing side. We the home that we are listing is not just listed. We also market it, even if in a traditional ways or in market the new ways like posting in social media, doing the open house, and there is also a big impact when it comes to the listing descriptions because they connect, they see, and we explain what is the highlight of that property. I mean,
Hmm.
we paint up a picture of living in that home.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean,
But
yeah, first impressions are very big, especially you know in the market we're in right now. I mean, you want the first person that walks in to open their eyes and see themselves living there. So getting them there is the first step, and then once you're getting them to actually look at the property is to make them fall in love. So make sure that the place is clean, that it hits all those points that we kind of just mentioned um, in our talk today. So yeah, no, that I really appreciate you coming in. I know we're keeping it nice and short today. Um, we'll be here tomorrow again with our next video. It's gonna be a good one too with Roxanne. And yeah, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and put in our information here. I don't want to forget. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Roxanne's number here. If you want to give her a call, ask any questions. I mean, if you're trying to list your home and want to go over the steps on what a buyer's gonna be looking for, or how to get started, go ahead and give her a call. I'll put my number in here too as well. There it is. Give me a call. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to talk about this more, I would love to hear from you. Um, you can also check us out on Facebook, just Roxanne Govari. You can also check us out on Instagram, shoot us a text, see what's going on with us through there. And then lastly, feel free to email us. We have our email right there, and we would love to hear all the feedback you guys have. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe so you can see all our videos coming in. Give us a follow, and we would love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much for joining today, and we'll see you on the next one.